Morning everyone, and welcome to this week's update. It's a packed update this week because so much has happened during the last week that I need to share with you. So please do watch right till the end for all of the information. Firstly, the kids always laugh at me at school for saying that I think I've got the best job in the world. So it's a bit of a rolling joke, but I really have. I love my job and it is incredible. Even though it's challenging at the moment, what with everything going on in the world and COVID, there are still just incredible moments, and this week really saw one. So for a long while, I've been working with Holly Lynch, and she's a real supporter of the school and the community and really cares about what we do, especially for the children. And we've been talking about getting our children more represented, making them heard. And that's the whole thing that I mean when we talk about voice, is giving our children a voice and getting them heard. And Holly's been a real supporter of that. So for a long time, we've been trying to organise Nandy to come and visit school. Now, Lisa is the Shadow Foreign Secretary and also the chair of the Labour Party Friends of Palestine movement. And this Friday, we finally managed to get Lisa into school, and it was a real pleasure and credit to the children who spoke so eloquently, and they were powerful, confident, funny, articulate, those kids who spoke with her. And I've got the images, some of the pictures on the screen now, and I was just so proud of how passionately and compassionately they spoke about what was going on in Palestine, about their worries, about their fears, the humanitarian impact it's having on innocent lives on both sides of the divide, and the fact that they want to do something and want to be heard. And it was a real opportunity for them to influence what's happening nationally. Lisa gave two stories. The first was when she went to Palestine about 10 years ago, the first time she went, and she met some young children there, and what their message was about hope and about peace and love was quite incredible, and she said it stayed with her for a long time. The second then she said is that she had the same feeling when she spoke with our children, and she said that their messages were going to stay with her for a long time, and she said she was going to go back to Keir Starmer and they were going to Palestine soon, and she would talk to him about the opinions of our children. And they were just utterly fabulous, and they were a credit to themselves, they were a credit to the school, and they were a credit to you, your families and the community. And it really shows the fact that we are able to get our voices heard, and we have got friends, in Westminster who are able to make national policy and influence national policy. And it was just such an incredible experience. I just wanted to thank all of those children involved from year 6 all the way up to year 11. It was just fantastic to have their voices heard. So as you will probably be aware, infection rates are rising rapidly, especially in our community and especially in the young. So the infection rates for school-aged children and just those who have left school age are rocketing, and we've got to be really aware of this. It's the Delta variant, and what we found in school this week is it's far more transmissible than any other variant we've had. We've been really impacted this week. It's been the worst week in school that we have had since the beginning, since March 2020. We've got 17 staff absent, we've had 8 cases in secondary, we've had 2 cases in primary, and we're really having to adapt as we go along. So what we're having to do to make sure it's safe for children in school and to try and put the brakes on it, we've had the most outbreaks in year 10. So this week we're asking year 10 to stay at home and to conduct remote learning. This decision has been made with the local governing body and also in liaison with the local authority. So they are aware of what's happening locally. We're not the only school to do this. It's not an unfair thing. So what will happen is year 10s will stay at home. They will have live lessons every single lesson. So there will be a teacher online on their camera, either in school or at home if they're isolating, delivering that lesson to children. And that's really important because we want to keep their education up and running. Now, what that means for you is please get children up. Make sure they stick to their routine. That's the support we need from you. We'll be taking registers in the lesson, we'll be phoning home as soon as we can and making sure that they are engaging again. And those children who do miss out on lessons, we'll be making sure that we're able to close those gaps and they don't miss out any further. Also, for those families in receipt of free school meals, we will be making sure that you don't go without. We have still got some vouchers and we can get food parcels, and we'll be contacting you next week. And for those families of key workers who really can't provide any support, or this is a real hamper, then again, please make sure you contact school and we can offer some limited placements for key worker provision. Hopefully this will just be for a week, and most staff are coming back next week at some point. So the following week we'll be able to resume normal activities, and the year 10s will be coming back and we'll be having mock exams for them the following week. Also, I just want to congratulate all the 11s and 10s where they've had the teacher assessment. So those grades are finally in. They've gone to off-qual. We sent them off on Friday and we're waiting for some quality assurance. It's been incredible hard work and effort from everyone involved. That's all the staff involved and all of the children involved. It's been really, really challenging, this process. It's something that we never knew how to do. It was created in March. March 24th is basically when we got the guidance. And every school in the country, and ours has been no different, has had to completely create new systems, and we've done the best we can. What I can assure all of you is every child has been spoken about, every piece of work has been looked at, and we've made sure we've come up with the fairest and best grades possible for your children. Over the coming weeks, I'll be sharing more videos with you about the process we've gone through in a little bit more detail so you understand that. And when the results come out in August, if for any reason you think there's been an error on our part, how you appeal against that, and moving forward, how you can then appeal to the exams board. Okay, but that will come up in later videos. And finally, I just wanted to say, next week and over the next 4 weeks is our first arts festival in school. This is a really exciting opportunity. One of the things that children have missed so much during COVID is the opportunity to express themselves in school. It's become quite sterile. Lots and lots of sitting at desks and not able to move. And so what we're trying to do is using the fairer weather where it's a little bit warmer outside and trying to do something different. So children in years 7 and 8 will be getting a real rich diet of music, of dance, of poetry, all of these different experiences for them just to enliven and enrich the curriculum. And we're really, really looking forward to that. And again, I'll share more information and more images with you over the coming weeks. So that's it from me. Just to recap on year 10, they're to stay at home next week, remote learning. Every lesson will be an element of that will be a live lesson. It might be 10 minutes, it might be half an hour, but there will always be a teacher online. And if you've got any concerns, then please do contact school. As always, keep safe. Please make sure you're getting all of the vaccines whenever they're available. There are loads and loads of drop-in centres in Halifax. And again, we'll share that information with you. And just look after yourselves. Okay, I'll speak to you next week, everyone. Thanks very much.